Hey, what is up, everybody? Scott and Kat here. We've
Living it.
we have had this planned for like 2 months now, and with some craziness in both of our schedules, we were finally able to make this happen. So,
We're here.
thanks for joining us. We're hoping to have some fun with everybody, and I guess we will. Our whole vision on this channel is to start a new adventure with her and I. We've done a lot of cool things in the last 12 years or so to just share that with our friends and family members, and just our vacations,
I don't know where to look.
our family life. Yeah, we're still learning all this.
Yeah,
So yeah,
there's a lot of places to look.
yeah, we got a
so.
lot of things going on, the different computer screens and cameras and microphones and stuff. So we're definitely trying to figure this out. And no, we're just here to have a good time and try to be entertaining. And we want to make this every Wednesday night thing, if at all possible. Sometimes a little hard with my schedule with work and stuff and the kids. But if we can be on here every Wednesday night around 9 o'clock, and we are very aware that we have a bunch of different people watching for different reasons. So we wanted to address that up front. Um, we have a lot of home theater, audio, and video guys and girls that are here to hang out with us. And I will be doing like a solo ish podcast on Friday nights starting on October 13th. Friday nights around 9 o'clock. I'm getting on and talking strictly about audio and video. And we got some cool guests lined up, which we'll talk about that later. And Kat's, she's got some solo stuff coming up that she's going to introduce.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, so some woman empowerment kind of things and just cool ventures that she's going to be working on. And
If you guys have any questions at all, you could throw those down in the chat at any time.
yeah, we looks like we got some coming in here now. And I somebody asked if I was really a plumber, and and they have a question about flushable wipes. Well, from a business standpoint, keep on flushing them. We appreciate it. Give Able Sewage a call, 773-324-7788. Just keep flushing them if you're in the Chicagoland area.
That
But
means
no,
don't do it.
yeah, obviously nothing. No, don't flush any wipes or tampons or diapers down your toilets. It's a terrible idea.
I gotta scroll up.
And we, like we mentioned, we want to talk about vacations and stuff. We both just got back from Vegas, which this is the first Vegas trip we did this way, and we will.
Yeah, we
bring
weren't
up-
together this trip. Normally,
Well, we were together for part of it.
very briefly.
Michael, Youth Man's in the house. He's excited. Awesome. You've been an extreme help.
Big help. Yes.
Actually, nobody will be able to see us tonight without him because
Yeah.
he gifted us a microphone for. Not, I'm sorry. He gifted us a
sorry,
camera for, starting our channel and wishing us well. So that was awesome. My Home Theater. What's up, guys? Hey, dude. What's going on? Appreciate you being here. And we've been messaging back and forth. Certainly glad that you were able to make it on here tonight. That's awesome. And then just trying to. Nathan Poor. That's what's up, man. Glad you were able to make it tonight, too. I mean, I've been chatting with a lot of you guys, and we're just excited as everybody else.
Sue's requesting we look straight ahead.
You make me dizzy.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue. Dude, she's probably texting me something real rude right now. So this Vegas. So we're just gonna kind of hop right into it. This
Well, it was suggested that maybe because some people don't know us personally, we touch on briefly
of who
us,
of
our
who-
history, just a little bit,
Well,
for those who might not know us.
Well, what is our history, honey? Oh, first of all, it is National Vodka Day. So, vodka and water for myself. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your National Vodka Day. So, Catherine, tell us about ourselves.
You start.
Well, about myself, we met roughly 12 years or so ago. A little rocky at first, but we smoothed all that out, and we've been doing good for a while. I've been in the plumbing and sewer industry, as a lot of people know, because that's what my whole Facebook life is about. I'm working in Chicago for Able Sewer Company since I dropped out of high school at 17 years old, and I'm 39, so 22 years. When I met Kat, she came with 2 girls, and we went ahead and built another one. So I live in a
Built her.
household, live in a household with 4 girls, which is a little crazy. And
He said,
who said,
thanks, man. My apartment building recently had a plumber out. I think I was the problem.
"Oh, well, yeah, you'll have that." So, what would you like to add on who we are and what we are?
I'm trying to read these things.
Oh, we'll have
Sorry,
to-
guys. This is totally out of my element. No, it was down below.
Well, we'll have to get to those in a second.
Okay.
So, well, you share your side, and then I will work on these.
I'm awesome. I'm fantastic. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well,
Our history.
I was just sharing our history.
Okay, so do you want to say how we met?
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm trying to read. Yeah, like you said, it was like 12 and a half years ago, actually, that we met. I was bartending at the Office Bar and Grill, if you're in Kinky County on East 17. I'm
Nice.
still there on Saturday night. So if you want a cool place to come eat and drink on the river, that's where I'm at on Saturday nights. But anyway, so yeah, I started there like 12 and a half years ago. And this tall guy,
Handsome, tall and handsome.
tall, dark, handsome man walks in the door, does a double take. And then he was a good customer and friend from there. And then I guess, what was it? This time right now, like 12 years ago, we actually started dating. He was very insistent about trying to take me out, and
Had to shoot my shot.
yeah, he had to work for it a little bit. But so yeah, eventually we dated, and we did have a little bit of a rocky start, but here we are, what feels like a million years later, right?
Oh, it's just flown by, honey.
Yes. So yeah, that's our story, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, and we will dive more into that as these progress. We're just trying to do a nice introduction video tonight, just kind of let everybody know what we've been up to and kind of what we're planning on doing with this channel and how we're going to kind of, it'll tree out into other things.
Yeah, for sure.
But this Wednesday night thing will be her and I for roughly about an hour. Just, we got a lot of vacationing stuff and family stuff, and we've had people messaging us over the last month of stuff that they would like us to talk about or chat about or have questions about. Before I talk about Vegas, I just want to go through this because I don't want to leave people out.
Youth Man said, what's the craziest thing you've seen at the bar you work at? Oh, geez.
You had a guy pull a machete out.
I didn't know if I wanted to go there or not.
Well, I mean, that's happened.
But that was long
10 years ago.
Because we recently moved locations, and at the time it was under different ownership and with no, fault of the business itself. But yeah, there was a pretty scary incident with fights leading to a machete and somebody getting their hand cut pretty bad. But yeah, a machete. Yeah, I don't know if I should have. That might be a bit much.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Danny Trejo could have been. I actually seen him, Danny Trejo, at oh my god, it was like a horror.
Oh, that was at the Walking Dead?
No, it was like I can't think of the name of it. Anyway.
Easy HT Tech. What's up, man? Thanks for making it. I appreciate
Hi, everybody
it.
who's joining.
Alvin Cole. Hey, man, we appreciate the love and support, brother. Chris, 314 Carpenter. Hey, awesome. You made it to a lot of our get-togethers and base that brings us together that we just recently had. You made it. Mikey himself, thanks for making it.
Cindy, my bestie.
Oh, is that her name?
She's gonna hurt you.
I know, that's okay. Mark Fox, what's up, buddy? Thanks for making it. Geotech. Oh, that is Mark. Mark himself. He was able to make it. I'm surprised all the base didn't blow his head off. So,
or slip on the wet base.
Yeah, and that's why we have signs all around the house. Oh, Taylor's joining us. Hey, Taylor, how you doing?
Oh,
that's awesome.
hi, Taylor.
Rayman. Hey guys, this is Ray. Yeah, the name kind of gave it away.
Okay, so do you want to talk about our recent Vegas trips?
Yeah, just because we part of this podcast will be about entertainment traveling, so we will touch on that only because it is super fresh.
Yeah, we
And
literally just got back. You got back Sunday, I got back Monday.
yeah, and I literally was only gone for 2 days and was up for like 35 hours straight. Um, so how most of our vacations work is everything on my end is always last second because I keep myself pretty busy at work. And if I get a few days in my schedule where somebody cancels, um, Kat will just get a text, hey, next Thursday we're going to Vegas.
Or I find out about it online, like I did about this podcast idea. I learn about like 90% of the things that we are going to do from a post on Facebook.
Yeah, so some relationship advice is,
It's better to ask for.
no, just surprise is a good element.
Oh.
Yeah, just keep surprising them.
Yeah, so my trip was already planned out there. I had planned it for a while to go see my bestie Cindy. She's in the chat. Yeah, and then he just kind of sprung it on me. And he's like, I think I'm gonna go to stay at the Strip. So
yeah, she was already she plans to go a couple times a year to visit her friend, and I don't ever go out there for that. That is just their time. They don't stay on the Strip. She stays with her, and they do a bunch of girly stuff, and
yeah, we do our old lady girly things together.
And that's her time away from me and from the kids, and just kind of go kick back, enjoy yourself for a week.
You.
Yeah, which is fine. So I let her know last second. I was like, dude, you're already going to be out there. And Callie, which is our youngest, she's going to be with grandma and grandpa camping. So I'm just going to fly out there. And we made plans. We all went out to dinner on Saturday night to Echo and Rig.
Echo and Rig, yeah.
Echo and Rig in Tivoli. Is that the name of that little city?
Tivoli.
Tivoli? Okay.
Yeah, so if you've been to Tivoli in Vegas, tell us what your favorite part was. Because they have like shopping, restaurants, there's schools, there's all kinds of things in that little center.
Yeah, and that steakhouse we went to was absolutely amazing. So that was really the only time that we hung out during that trip. I was solo, which was bad.
Of course, it was lame without me.
Yeah, most of my time I spent in the room crying myself to sleep.
I'm sure.
So I flew in and actually flew home early. I was supposed to stay 3 days. I only flew 2. I don't know if you've been out to Vegas lately, but it's kind of a madhouse with F1 going on. Uber rides take forever. Uber rides are very expensive. Mm-hmm. And I had a terrible time gambling. Usually I don't do so bad at gambling, but I was completely gambled out. And when I went, we just got back from Vegas. It was cold. It was in the 70s. So a lot of the pools were closed or nobody was out in them. So that was a lot of downtime usually for us is just go hang out at the pool all day. And then we'd hit up a bar or a show or something at night. But with just me being by myself, I did a lot of walking around, a lot of gambling. Things weren't going too well. It took forever to get anywhere. So I kind of cut my trip short. I flew out there late on a Friday night. And
I got a text Sunday. You were supposed to fly home with me Monday on the same flight, and I get a text on Sunday. I booked a flight. I'm out of here, and I was like, "Yeah, right, you're lying." But no, totally, he rolled out on me. But
Taylor says because newbie is a boss. I'm actually just moved up to head janitor, Taylor. So thank you on that. Sue put what steakhouse are you talking about?
Echo and Rig. I don't know. Is that a chain? I have no idea.
I don't know, but it's off the Strip. That's by her friend Cindy's house a lot more because
in Summerlin. She lives in Summerlin, which is like I want to say like 20-25 minutes off the Strip, and that's where I stay usually when I go out there. Yeah. Unless I'm with him, then we stay on the Strip.
So I Ubered out to them, which is like a $60 Uber, and the dinner was fantastic. So there's no complaints about that. And then I Ubered back. One good thing about my trip is I went to the David Spade and Nikki Glacier show, which was absolutely funny as heck. So other than them charging like $40 a cocktail there, actually I had a blast. So that show is definitely worth seeing. I don't know how long they're going to be out there for.
Mikey said, I'm excited to see a show at the Sphere sometime soon. I assume you and I are eventually going to do that once probably the craziness.
Oh yeah, of course. And even
Yeah.
Youth Man asked, he said, "Did you get a chance to see the new Spear?" And I did. And my personal Facebook page, in the video doesn't do it justice, but at night that thing is absolutely amazing. I think they spent like $2.2 billion on it, and it took them forever to build. And we stayed out in Vegas like 6 or 8 times in the last 2 or 3 years. So we watched it get built, which was pretty exciting. And they got like 140 or 150,000 speakers in that place. And the outside is amazing. I mean, it's just like watching a TV as I did with my amazing computer skills. Just showed you guys a picture of the Spear.
Thanks, Michael.
But yeah, the Spear is absolutely amazing. And then they do like funny emoji stuff with it in the morning, and that like sleeping and waking up. And I don't know how that would work for people driving on the expressway in traffic. I think that's got to be a huge distraction.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be a lot of accidents coming to Vegas neighborhood. Everybody wanting to see all that cool things that's doing.
Yeah, Mikey, U2, actually the night that I flew in was the first concert U2 was doing there. And I knew that because a lot of rooms were sold out. And when I got, and I knew that before I went, and I like Vegas to be packed. I like going through the casinos and a lot of people being there. But is when I got to the airport, I flew in at like midnight or 12:30, and I had to wait like an hour and a half for an Uber, and to get from the hotel to the Strip was like $70, which usually it's like 18 or $19.
Yeah, the prices out there are just
Yeah, as of right now,
insane.
Vegas, I mean, Vegas is obviously always a pretty expensive place to go, but as of lately, it's gotten real expensive. Like our favorite steakhouse that we've been out to there so far is STK inside the Cosmopolitan. And we,
delicious.
yeah, and we usually we'll go to like one nice place wherever we go. And then, I mean, then
We generally kind of stick to the steakhouses because we both like those. So anytime we go anywhere, we're like, where can we get a good steak? Yeah.
Yeah, so most of the time, though, we're just like slices of pizza and burgers, but we usually try to make a stop at least one nice place. And STK, the last trip we took together out there, but I mean, for pretty basic steak dinners for both of us, like we each got a fillet and a couple sides, it was like $320. So it's certainly pricey.
Taylor said,
What happened to the costumes that you guys are supposed to wear during a podcast?
Hey, you never know. Maybe someday.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this thing goes. We got a lot of plans for this, and we will just see how all that works out. I am. So, Kat, what did you do on your trip? I explained what I did on my trip. What did you do?
Well, I got to spend time with my bestie, but her and I, we used to stay on the Strip all the time, and then it just got easier to stay at her house, and of course, it saves money on both ends, and it's comfy and all that. So we generally do like the same things together that we would normally, like if she lived here, that we used to do together, like we do the petties and bingo. Usually when I'm there, at least once or twice, we head to the Red Rock Casino. And I actually won a bingo this time, which is crazy because I don't normally. So I was excited to win a bingo. And then what else did we do? Lots of food. I have my favorite places there. So of course, like usually she knows when I'm hitting town that I have to have my Nacho Daddy. That if you haven't had it, it's a must. Like loaded, delicious nachos. So then, yeah. So usually, and then what else did we have? My In-N-Out. I got to have that every time. You and I, when we go, we'll usually eat there.
Yeah, because we don't have that around here.
Yeah. Jack in the Box, because we don't have those here either, right?
No.
So we had Jack in the Box. Usually it's a lot of eating, I feel like. And then, one day we made some snacks and foods. Bango. So we said bango.
I eat at Guy Fieri's. Every time I go, I got to eat at Guy Fieri's. This time I was by myself. But
yeah, he loves that place. So he's got to go there.
Yeah, Guy Fieri's. I love their mac and cheese burger. I think it's amazing.
I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I certainly love it. And then if you haven't been to Vegas or haven't been to Vegas in a while, the last time we went or the time before is you definitely got to go see the Michael Jackson show at Mandalay Bay. That is definitely a must. They play a lot of his music. It's real live, energetic, good sound system, good theatrics. And they got like holograms of him walking around. Definitely the Michael Jackson one show is a must. Oh, you know what? When I was by myself, and this might be the most manliest thing I say all night, is I went to Vanderpump's. Oh, I actually brought you back an ink pen. It's upstairs in my luggage. I forgot they give it to all their super fans.
I think every time we went there, I'm like, hey, we got to stop by there because I watch the show all the time. And
yeah, but this isn't the one. This is a new one they just opened in Caesar's Palace.
Any of them.
Yeah, the one that me and you tried to go into before is inside Paris.
I guess that's my payback for Carrot Top.
I would have rather went and seen Carrot Top than go to Vanderpump's. Yeah, because I begged her every time I went, dude, let's go see Carrot Top. Let's see Carrot Top. And she's like, no, I don't want to go see Carrot Top. So the one time she goes out there with her girlfriend.
It was my best friend's birthday. She wanted to see Carrot Top. So.
And then I get the calls like, oh my God, Carrot Top was amazing. It was so funny. It
actually is a phenomenal show. And I regret not going sooner. I would see it again. So I should have seen it with you and her.
Taylor, so how can we get people to be guests on your podcast? I have the perfect person. Taylor, if you're talking about Paulie, he is not going to be a guest on our podcast. But no, there's an application that I can email to you.
And an application fee.
We actually have some guests coming up. Michael Stevens, Youth Man, is going to be a guest of ours on our Wednesday night podcast, and just introduce everybody to him that hasn't met him. He's a
Grandma Jackie.
Oh my God, Grandma Jackie, dude.
She'd get
our page shut down.
Yeah, but she would be a hit.
Yeah, we thought Don Dunn would get my page shut down. Grandma Jackie will get my page shut down, dude. No doubt.
That is the coolest lady with no filter you would ever meet.
Yeah, I love Grandma Jackie's good for a laugh. That is for sure.
Cindy said she's going to be a guest.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna bring Michael Stevens, Youth Man, on as a guest. Yeah, he's an influencer on YouTube, and he was a youth pastor, and he's done some big changes in his life. He's got a real uplifting story to share with everybody. I think that'll be a good listen. We have to work on our schedules on a Wednesday night that he is free to bring him on. And then, like I said, for my audio and video guys and everybody that's hanging out for that, when I start on Friday the 13th, my first guest will be Don Dunn, which a lot of you guys know him. He's in the industry. He's had his hands on a lot of big projects, a couple $1 million projects, insider on the industry, share a lot of cool stuff with us. But Don's a cool man, good character, a heck of a dancer too. I think he's releasing some VHSs on some good dances, so you guys might want to order those off his page.
Youth Man says he's charging a fee.
And then also for my audio and video guys, a buddy of mine, which a lot of guys in audio and video realm know, Mark Seaton from Seaton Sound. He's going to be a special guest on the show, and real intelligent guy. A lot of you guys got to meet him. So just having him on and talking about the hobby, and he's a real technical guy, good with like room layouts, and I think everybody will enjoy that. Eventually I'll get either Tony or Jeff from JTR on as well. Those are my guys, and they got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, so I haven't really bothered them with it. But at some point this winter, I'll definitely get Jeff or Tony on, and we'll chat about some JTR stuff for sure, because I've had like 6 people ask about that.
Taylor said we should have Callie on here. Actually, while we're getting it all set up,
Callie was on here earlier. Yeah. If you'd like to sign up for the Patreon behind the scenes, Callie was certainly putting on a show for everybody.
She's dying to make some YouTubes or TikToks. She talks about it all the time.
So we're gonna let Callie make a guest appearance on one of these, because she's like, I just want to be on a video with you guys. She goes, can you rename it Livn It with Callie, Mommy, and Daddy? So she's the best.
Oops.
All of our girls are special in their own way. But Callie, I think, is the funniest.
She takes after her daddy.
Yeah, she's got a lot of one-liners to share with everybody.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Cynthia Knight
She takes after her daddy.
Have you? Oh, hold on. Sorry guys, I
think we've seen all those. I've been watching them.
Oh, did we? Mm-hmm. I had somebody ask why I was in a neck brace.
Oh yeah.
So Fly Jack, why were you in a neck brace like Darth Vader. We might know this person. Are we getting spoofed by somebody?
Is
And
that
you're,
the same person?
yeah, that asked
Oh.
about the wipes.
Oh,
Flyjack 7. Sounds like someone went to high school with. I was in a neck brace. I messed up some vertebrae in my neck, and I was pulling on some pipe wrenches, and
he's pulling the pipe.
yeah, I was pulling the pipe, and that's for our, you just
Can't take me anywhere.
can't, that's for our midnight showing. But no, I was pulling on some pipe wrenches at work, and I kind of felt some weird movement in my neck, and lost some feeling in part of my body, and then went home to try to sleep that off, and that didn't really work out so well. Went to the doctor and took some X-rays, and they said I had to have surgery. So they took out a couple discs in my neck and put in some fake stuff and wired it up, and I still can't feel parts of my hand, but I mean, other than that, I can use my arm and stuff. I can work good. So I'm glad that that's all over with. They claim I have another
Until
bad
the
spot.
next time,
Yeah, they
yeah.
claim I have another bad spot, but
2 more.
yeah, but one that needs immediate attention. But that's. Have you had Guy Fieri's at Cancun Airport? Freaking delicious.
Yeah, we went with you guys.
Yeah, April.
I think the last time we were there, we were leaving, and we had it.
Yeah. So yes. And we'll bring up April Dasher, Merle Dasher, friends of ours that we met in Cancun, because one of our podcasts will be about Mexico.
One of our favorite travel spots. We
Yeah.
just haven't been able to make in a while.
We've been down to Temptation in Mexico, like five times? Yeah. And we go down there, and that's a great party spot, and we will certainly share, and we'll get some pictures and stuff, because we're going to work on building some slideshows and stuff. And we got Miami to talk about. We did Fontainebleau and Live Nightclub in Miami, which we will bring up in a future podcast. We have done Seaside Heights, where they filmed Jersey Shore. We did that. We did Times Square. And we also did that little bowling alley in Pennsylvania. Remember, we had to keep our own score. Do we want to bring that up?
The movie theaters with the
with the home speakers.
With the home speakers hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a good experience.
So we will try to document more for our upcoming trips, because
had we known that
we needed more,
would have been a thing.
Content.
We've been so many places.
Sue says, "Oh my God, no!" I'm imagining that's for the Jackie.
Jackie. Yeah.
Oh, that might be the most viewership that we.
Yeah, she would definitely blow it out of the park.
Oh, here's Jonathan, and Jonathan's got his own channel too about home audio and video. I went to a Titanic exhibit in Vegas a few years ago, and I went, and thought it was provoking. You took the ticket and name of a real passenger, and at the end you figured out if you lived or died.
Oh.
That actually sounds awesome, dude. That would be something that I would be interested in doing.
Do they still have that?
Hey, Jonathan, if you don't mind, was that inside of one of the casinos or hotels, or is that off the strip?
I feel like I've seen something about Titanic there, but I don't know exactly what.
Well, that's awesome, because we're always looking for cool stuff to do out there. Cat jacked him up. That's what happened. Unfortunate. Oh, talking about my neck. Yeah. Can you tell us about the boob cruise in Vegas? That might be on your trips to Vegas, Sue. They don't do boobs cruise in Vegas. They do boobs cruise in Cancun.
Yeah. Wrong location, Sue.
And that is in a future podcast. So stay subscribed and tune in, and we will fill you in on that. The old pulling the pipe did it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. You're going to go down in history.
You're corrupting this man.
Yeah, that's going to be your new license plate. Free brain alignment therapy at Scott's. Oh
yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, Ray. Hey man, we've had some good time. I am going to make my way down to your house, brother, in Texas, and check out your system. I know you finally got that thing set up. And actually, if you tune in on a Friday night, we'll get into some depth of all the craziness you got going on at your place, because it sounds like a lot of fun. They have Titanic in Branson too, same idea. I don't think we've ever been in.
I think I've done the tour of Titanic in Branson.
Years
ago.
Where did we go that I had to get that boating license?
Ozarks. That was fun.
Yeah, that's another trip we can talk about. We had a lot of good times.
You didn't even need it. We literally, he was getting the boating license, and we studied together so we could pass this thing, and then we never even ended up needing it. It was like days. It was crazy.
So we have obviously a lot of future stuff that we want to talk about with trips and that. What where our go-to places? We're always looking for.
I definitely think the Red Rocks, and we want to go see a concert there.
Oh yeah, we wanted to go see a concert at Red Rocks this year. We just couldn't find a band that
we liked,
that we felt that it was worth the trip.
It's coming soon because we've been talking about that one for a while. Maybe next summer. Has anybody been to the Red Rocks for a concert? I'm curious. Like, we don't even know nothing about there. Is there like a really good place to stay? Other things to do?
Oh yeah, so Mikey himself is saying Titanic exhibit is still at the Luxor. Oh, and Cindy put isn't it right next to Carrot Top, which is Carrot Top's in the Luxor too.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then Jonathan just wrote back Titanic exhibit. Yeah, you know that's awesome because we will definitely check that out.
You know what, Cindy and I, well, I've told you this, but Cindy and I have done the flyover Vegas, and I know they have them in other cities too, but that was really cool. We did it twice. I think she's done all three. I'm pretty sure she's done all three of them, but that's a neat experience. It only lasts like, I want to say 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most, but it's a really, really neat experience sitting in the chair, and it's like you're just flying out over.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do
scenery.
that. That would make me sick.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, super motion sickness for that. Taylor says, what's the Groupon code for your trips? I believe you will want to...
speaking of Groupon, I think Cindy was able to get the Flyover Vegas Groupon tickets, and it's like $20 a person.
Well, I think Taylor's smartest move looking for a good deal would be to reach out to this other person on here, Susan WeCheck, and ask for her debit card number. And I mean, that would probably be the best way to go, Taylor.
There you go.
Yeah, hit me up, Taylor, for any other financial advice. But that one would be to just reach out to Susan WeCheck for that. Okay, perfect.
Cindy said there's a new one, and you didn't take me. Oh yeah, she didn't want to go down the strip because of all that craziness.
So since we were on the topic about Vegas, and if you don't regularly go or you're planning a trip to go, a lot of just so for the gamblers that know, because I do a lot of gambling when I go out there, is the blackjack pretty much everywhere on the strip is everywhere, except for some of the high limit rooms have all changed from 3 to 2 payouts to 6 to 5. So on blackjacks, the payouts kind of suck now. They changed on the video blackjack and at the card blackjack. A lot of Fremont, you can still get 3 to 2. And
I have no idea what any of that means.
And then also on the strip too is a lot of the roulette wheels are now all 000. So they have single, 0, 00, and 000. So once again, your odds are even stacked more against you.
April said, "Are you drinking water?" No, it's National Vodka Day. He's got vodka and water.
Yeah. So actually, we can talk about that of why I drink vodka and water now, because we found that out in Vegas.
Oh,
so
exciting stuff.
Yeah, April. So I'm drinking vodka and water, and if the company wants to sponsor me, I'll let you know what vodka I'm drinking this evening. But two trips ago out to Vegas, I got really sick, and we didn't know what was going on, and we found out that I had diabetes. When I came back, I went to the emergency room, and they told me I was diabetic. So that is why I drink vodka and water now. Or if I'm feeling crazy, I'll drink a vodka and sugar-free Red Bull. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but yeah, I don't drink vodka mixed with cranberry juice or vodka mixed with regular Red Bull anymore. So April, that is why I drink vodka and water. Taylor went to the Harris the other night, lost my ass.
You're in Vegas?
No, she went to the Harris in Joliet. Well, to make you feel better, Taylor, I lost my ass at the Harris in Vegas.
He's like, I am tired of losing money. I'm out of here.
I stayed at the Flamingo, which is usually our go-to spot. We've been to the Link. We've been to Planet Hollywood. We've been to the Flamingo. We've been to the Mirage. We've been to Planet Hollywood. And Flamingo.
All of those ones like right in that thing.
Yeah,
we like to be in the middle.
Yeah, we love that area of Vegas. The people watching, a lot of stuff going on right there. It's certainly a lot of fun in that area. So, but I did go in Harris and I lost my ass playing blackjack. So I feel your pain there.
Everywhere.
What's the most you have won in Vegas in one night?
I'm gonna be real. Like I don't have much luck when it comes to gambling. Like he usually is winning on the tables, and then he's got to feed me, keep me going on the machines because I don't have much luck. I think the most I've ever won in Vegas was on that Blitz thing for like 600 and something, but it was like literally within my first hour of being there. So yeah, that doesn't last if you got a few more days.
Well, I think the most that I've ever won in a night was probably like $3,000, maybe 3 or 4 grand. The most I've ever won in a hand was that hand pay that I hit for like $1,600 because I was playing I played an $800 hand of blackjack.
Yeah, he usually does really good on the tables.
I was just in Kansas City for M-Wave, which for the audio and video people that are watching this, Kat's actually going to be joining us at M-Wave next year, which is awesome. And she is she's going to fill out the volunteer slip to help with registration, which I believe Michael's wife is going to be helping with registration this year too. So Kat would like.
So I'll get to meet her.
Yeah, so Kat wants to kind of just hang out and help out and. M-Wave, just for the people that don't know, it's an audio video show, not so much like Exponent or some of the other big ones that I've been to. It's a lot more personal. It's a lot more. You do things as a group and kind of more as a family instead of just kind of everybody fends for themselves. So I had a great time. I sat down, I had lunch with 20 people I didn't even know, and I've been to Exponent 5 times, and that's never happened. So. I'll dive more into like the M-Wave stuff on Friday nights and the people involved with that too. But anyway, so Kat's going to be joining us at M-Wave next year. So that'll be a fun time.
Like you said, M-Wave was great this year.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to go to it.
Yeah. Somebody reached out to me today too. Oh, and they reached out about M-Wave and then reached out about Base Brings Us Together, which is the annual event that I hold at my house, and asking for dates next year. Dude, I don't know. It's too far away to tell. I have to plan that around because Youth Man wants to be part of it every year now to come and hang out with everybody. And I like Jeff Permanian to be here, which is the engineer and owner of JTR. And I like Mark Seaton to be here, which is a buddy of mine from Seaton Sound, just because everybody can hang out. And I need to work around everybody's schedule to get everybody over at the house. So I will probably have like a 5-way conversation with those guys. I don't know, February, March of next year, and we'll plan something for July or August. But I will certainly let everybody know.
It was great. It was really good. I was so sad I had to leave and go to work.
Yeah. So
I think we missed some.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Taylor might earn herself a super fan badge. So we certainly appreciate the love and support, Taylor.
So we wanted to thank Youth Man for being our first subscriber. And I definitely wanted to make an honorable mention of our official second subscriber. Yeah. But it was a hilarious name, but I couldn't. I tried to go back today and find it, and I couldn't. You don't remember?
It's like Smelly Fart Face, or
it was something. Yeah, it was something so ridiculous.
We were busting up laughing.
So if that's you, it's some kind of really funny name. Let us know who you are, because that was hysterical. We were laughing when we seen it.
So Chris did the Titanic tour. Always been big history buffs. The vibe in that place, it really pull your emotions. So it's a very memorable experience, which that's right up my alley, Chris. I'd like to go somewhere, and I was going to say I'd like to go somewhere and be touched. Maybe that's for a whole different conversation, but I like to go somewhere that's, got
that's
some.
For the OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's for,
Tune in later tonight, guys.
Girl, you need to relax.
That was one of my, I love the Titanic. I need everything about it. Me and my girlfriend, when it came out, I think we went to the theater 3 times and sat in those uncomfortable chairs. So what is it, 3 hours each? or eat 3 hours, three plus hours.
So Taylor's hitting us up with all these gambling questions. Maybe Taylor's got a closet gambling addiction or something.
There's a 1-800 number.
She's probably at home scratching tickets now. She's asking these questions. What's funny about Taylor is I've known Taylor since she was like 2 years old. And the very first day, well, and you guys don't know who Taylor is. Well, some of you do, but very good friends of mine, Sue and Chris. That's their daughter, and I've known her since she was 2. And the very first day I met her, her grandma was watching her, and she started crying, and her grandma made me go home. so it's just funny that 20-something years later, the gambling machines at the gas station, dude, I've had some of my biggest hits on the gambling machines.
Your dad hits them all the time.
I think my biggest hit, I came home, what was that, 5 months ago, and I just had a wad of cash in my hands, and I handed it to Kat. She's like, dude, what the heck is this? And it was $5,900.
Yeah, he definitely has more luck than I do.
So
that's for sure.
I went to grab her a Dunkin', and I was waiting on her coffee order. I slipped 100 in the machine, like the, I don't know, 10th max bet of $4 in, $5,900. So that's definitely.
Did you talk about winning in Kansas City?
Oh, I did win in Kansas City too, which is funny because my 7th subwoofer that I brought home for Catherine, I bought one of the demo units that Jeff was using in the JTR showroom, and I said, hey man, thanks for that free subwoofer. And he goes, what are you talking about? And I handed him the money, and he's like, oh, well, what do you mean it was free? I said, dude, that's all the money I won.
Yeah, you won enough there to pay for it.
So that was an awesome night.
I feel like we might have missed
I don't. M-Wave was great this year. Met so many people. Yeah, dude, Mikey, no doubt, man. That's I found myself half in the rooms checking out the gear, and the other half just standing around talking to people I've never met before. And now we're friends on Facebook or messaging each other. So, yeah, dude, that was a great time.
What is that?
Mark Fox Scott have changed my life as well. You got this. I went to public school. What is an endocrinologist? Is that somebody that works on the neck? Or am I
don't know.
Or is
You should know. You've seen him.
Man, now look at us. I dropped out of high school, Mark. I'm going to ask my 6-year-old what that means. Can somebody type in here? Plumbers Only fans, single woman plumbers fixing leaks around the house. Yeah, I've actually brought Catherine on a job with me before. I got pictures, which I'll share at a later date.
Oh God, so long ago.
Yeah. Oh, diabetes. That's what I was thinking when I was reading that. Yeah, it's like he's got to be talking about diabetes, but I don't want everybody to think I was really smart. Scott, did you have time to do gambling at the casino during M-Wave? Will you be staying there again 24? Yes, I'm going to, except for Catherine will be with me. We will be staying at the Mirror Star, which is about 10 minutes away. But yeah, I gambled those whole nights. When I left all you guys, that's all I did. Yeah, when I got back. Well, we after the first night, we went to Jonathan's. No, I didn't go to Jonathan's the first night. First night I went to, I'm drawing a blank because we got so much stuff going on. The owner of Ascend AV, and he's a buddy of mine, Ryan. I went to Ryan's place the first night after M-Wave, and we stayed there till 1 or 2, and I went back and I gambled until like 5 or 6 a.m. and then had to be back at M-Wave at 8. And then the second night we went over to Jonathan's house, ordered some pizzas and hung out, and we stayed there till like midnight or 1. And then I went back to the casino and gambled there again till 3 or 4. And then, yeah, that's how I made it happen. I don't sleep. I don't sleep in general. So,
why haven't you seen a specialist?
Because I spend all my money on subwoofers. Yeah,
that's a good answer. It's probably legit.
Yeah. So, just going off memory, not that anybody's helping me, but endocrinologists are medical doctors who specialize in diagnosing and treating health conditions related to problems. Oh, somebody's actually sharing it right now. Yeah, because I was gonna say, where did you guys grow up? I grew up near Elgin. I grew up in Momence, Illinois. My folks still live. My mom and dad still live in Momence, and
I grew up mostly in Mantino, and then a good part of my life, and then Bourbonnais, Illinois.
ah,
Oh, Grant Park a little bit when I was younger.
Sue just beat me to it about the BK days because I was reading Taylor's and I was thinking in my head, I can't wait to bring up Sue because Sue likes to embarrass the shit out of me around every birthday. And I'm not when I was younger. I mean, I was like a young Brad Pitt, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people would refer to me
We know,
as.
of course.
So, but I did do, um, like I don't know. I worked at Burger King for like 8 months when I was in high school when I was 16, and then I've been with Abel pretty much my whole life ever since. But
I worked at Burger King.
yeah, so
My oldest has worked at Burger King. I think a lot of people work at Burger King.
yeah, so
Such a stud.
but yeah, Taylor, you know what? We'll bring
Sue, I have pics.
Yeah, I know Sue was good for an embarrassing moment. So plumbers only fans
You
single.
already read
Oh, okay, I did. I don't know why I clicked on that again.
Oh, he clicked.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mike's
yeah, Mikey,
dying for us to get an OnlyFans. He's
I worked
nudging
at.
us.
There you go. Oh, okay, would have loved to work at Sonic. She loves their breakfast burritos.
Oh yeah.
Um. Oh, you know what? I want to share something for the people that do travel a lot. Because we don't travel a lot, but we've been traveling. For I don't know, even like our first 5 or 6 years together, and all the way up until then, I never really did any kind of traveling. So we've been trying to do some cool stuff these last couple of years because I pretty much just went hardcore at work for what seems like forever. But
He needs a break. His phone goes 24/7.
yeah, yeah.
So he's always like, I gotta run away for a couple days.
Yeah, it's nice to just to get away for a day or two and do something. But no, I'm not even bringing it up for that reason. I is if you book with Expedia or Travelocity, just so you know, because I just had this issue and it bugged the hell out of me. Is I paid for a room upgrade for a king bed. So when I got to the Flamingo, they're like, "Well, we can't give you that." And I said, "Well, I paid a room upgrade for that," and they're like, "Well, you paid somebody else for a room grade up that. We don't have that available to give to you." So they gave me a room with a queen, which I didn't even care. That was fine. I was just upset that they charged me like an extra $25 a night.
Always butthurt.
Yeah, I'm butthurt about it because I don't like people taking advantage of me. I mean, give me my $75 back, and I'll go push it.
Flamingo, you better get back to us and make it right.
Yeah, or our 18 viewers are going to hear about this.
It's over for you.
So yeah, so just so you guys are aware of that. So newbie, tell me about bosses at Able. Now I am the head janitor, so there is no bosses in the janitorial department. But no, Able, which a lot of people, I mean, anybody that's on my Facebook or friends with me know I support those guys. Chris Wiechek, Herman Coop, owners of the company, friends of mine forever, worked with those guys forever. I'm lucky enough within the business that I kind of get to do my own scheduling and my own thing and kind of my own projects going on. So that's definitely a perk of the job. Huge emergencies, we all come together and do what we got to do. But no, do anything for those guys. It's nice to work for a company that certainly gives a shit about what's going on. So, and all tech geek Scott, your home theater journey is very inspirational. Thank you for sharing your story. Would like to understand the position of 7 Captivator subwoofers in your space.
Same.
Yeah, I will go into great detail on all that when we start the Friday night thing. But the positioning of them physically, all over the room, which was, I mean, I talked in great detail with Jeff from JTR before I took all those steps, but they're pretty much all over the room, obviously. But at this point of me having so many of them and being in so many locations, the biggest thing is the calibration and dialing them all in, which takes some time. But I will go into great detail with that, All Tech Geek. So hopefully you can tune in on Friday nights starting Friday the 13th, because Don, if you're watching, there's not a better guest to have on the Friday the 13th other than you, brother. So that is going to be that's going to be a good time. And All Tech Geek, I hope you hang around for all that, because we'll get into we'll get up to our necks and talking about all that stuff. Taylor Recheck, sounds like you do more than Chris. Man, that girl's not going to earn any brownie points with her father.
Yeah.
So Chris is Taylor's dad, and she's obviously not she's not going to get no Groupon debit cards from that guy.
You're losing Christmas presents.
Can you tell us about your flight home from Vegas?
So did Sue know it was terrible?
Oh, well, my last one sucked just the other night. I had to sit in that hot ass airplane for 4 hours because a bad storm came through Vegas, and they're like, "Oh, we can't leave. It's going to be 20 minutes." They literally did that for 4 hours, and I didn't get home till 5 o'clock the next morning, and I didn't go to bed until 3 o'clock the day before. So yeah, I was up for like 36, 37 hours. That was terrible. And me on an airplane, if I can't get in like business class or in the big seats, I'm a pretty big guy at 6'4", 260, 270. There's not a lot of stretching out or a lot of relaxing going on. So the flight sucks, Sue. Thank you. I thought
Thanks for opening that one.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
They were saying why.
Oh, is he asking why?
Why so many?
Oh no,
right? Is that what's the
no?
question?
I think he means why. Like, why didn't I go with 8?
No, I don't think so.
Because
he's lazy.
Yeah, there's you don't need 7. I don't need 7. I could have easily got away with 2. My room would only call. Technically, you would need 2 to get to the THX standards and levels. I will go into great detail with why I went with 7 at a later date, but
because he's cuckoo.
Yeah, I actually stopped at 7. My original plan was to do 9. I got room for 9, but I stopped at 7.
Yeah, you told me you were going to stack those.
Yeah, I got room that I can stack 2 floor to ceiling, which would give me 9.
No more room.
Geotech, yep. Why? Reasons, exactly. That's right, brother. So hopefully Mark will be joining us on some Friday nights. Mark's got an awesome theater. Hopefully we get Youth Man in on a Friday night. And
who's reading this thing?
Huh?
I'm trying to. Who's reading this? But
the high roller?
Yeah, I can't see where.
Yeah.
Who's been on a high roller?
Taylor, what's your favorite airline? I don't, other than all Spirit's BS fees, I actually don't mind Spirit as long as I can score the front seats, those huge seats, because I got a lot of room to stretch out. The regular seats, no, I can't do that. You got a little body, that's fine. Kat's a small girl, and if you got a little body, you're good. But no, I just flew back on United. I had to pay for an aisle because if I wanted to fly first class, this was a $1,600 upcharge for that. I wasn't going to do that. A couple $100, I'm good. $1,600, I'm not. I
really don't care what airline it is, as long as it's not a terrible flight. Like, I feel like it never fails. The more I travel and the older I get, the more anxious I get. And anybody close to me knows this because I'll text them the whole time or leading up to it. And I'm like, So when I was leaving the days Monday, Vegas skies were perfectly clear. You just see blue. And then literally 2 hours before I was due to leave, I'm sending him pictures. I'm like, look at there's clouds everywhere. And yeah, it was not a fun flight home. And I was texting him the whole time, Anyway.
Ray, we will support you till you get to 10. Ray, I appreciate it, brother.
No.
Ray's a buddy of mine that I met through the hobby, and he's actually flown up from Texas and got hotel rooms and rented cars to come and hang out with us. Man, awesome guy. Obviously, very dedicated to the hobby. So,
I remember him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They spent all day and night. Him and Todd came by. Todd actually just picked up a subwoofer that he sold. So, yeah, a lot of these guys will be hanging out with on Friday nights. And Mark made me a sign for the theater, which was often. He says, "No more caps." I know a guy, Mark. If I get another one, he can make it. 7 is a number of perfection. You at this date and time, that is a very correct statement, sir.
Forever.
Yeah, for forever. Do we miss? Some of these go by so fast. I feel like I miss.
No Burger King.
Um,
So what else you got, big boy?
um, hold on, what do we got? Kat,
Oh
what
God.
was your first impression of Newbie?
Hmm.
We need to have Taylor on this podcast.
Yeah.
See, maybe we get Taylor and Aunt Jackie on here. That would be
I don't. God, that was so long ago. I'm trying to remember. He's always very nice and polite,
and Tip Big.
he was a very big tipper. So yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
But we became friends, and I knew he was a really good guy. I had a rule I didn't date customers, and then broke that for this guy. Let's go. Where are we going? Oh, wait.
Oh, she meant for the podcast having her and Aunt Jackie on here. Oh, another thing, if you're planning on going to Vegas anytime soon, F1 is going on. Traffic is terrible. Construction is terrible. They're setting up big stands like in front of the Bellagio fountains and in front of the Mirage volcano. A lot of the stuff you can't get to. It's a lot of obstructed views. It don't bother me so much because I've seen a lot of that stuff plenty of times. But for the next couple of months, yeah, Vegas is kind of a disaster. Um, and
you weren't even supposed to go back until we were going to go back in March after all this hoopla was over with.
Yeah.
But you couldn't.
Yeah, so.
Couldn't wait.
Thank you, Scott. Kudos to Kat for supporting Scott and RTJs in the living room. That's jaw dropping. Yeah. I mean, we shared our story about the RTJs, and that's yeah, they're part of the family now. They're not going nowhere. And
supporting Scott, those are mine.
Yeah,
those bitches are mine.
You're gonna get us flagged for all this naughty language, I tell you.
Hey, ain't that bad.
And I'm the roughneck construction worker here. Do you have peanut M&Ms in the movie theater? No, Susan. I'm a diabetic now. I had to throw all my candy away.
There's no more candy.
Yeah.
No more.
The kids eat blades of grass and old dandelions. That's all they get. No, Taylor, nothing's free. Nothing. I know you're looking for good deals, but you're not going to find them over here, partner. TW has some great questions. Yeah, it's like she likes to talk, which is awesome because that's what this is all about. But no, she's probably asking that because I used to have all kinds of candy in the theater because we had a movie display, candy box, and all that stuff. And I just threw it away because it all got expired. Nobody ate it.
Yeah.
So it was cool to look at, and then
it was all for show.
Yeah. So what's down there? Veggies and dip? No, there's nothing down there now.
Subwoofers, lots of subwoofers.
Yeah, it's just full electronics and stuff now. So what's a youth man deal on your snacks?
She wants a youth man deal on your snacks.
Oh, she does.
What's that mean?
Oh, dude, I can just drop some candy off at your house. That's cool. But then your dogs would just eat it. Because I remember the story that you told me not too long ago of your dogs eating all your Fannie Mae chocolate that was underneath your Christmas tree. So no candy for your household.
No, that's too. That's too.
No, who? Oh, she goes.
No,
oh, Sue asked. Oh, she asked if I did. Okay, well, I had some other stuff lined up too. Oh, you know what, Michael? I know Mike's watching. I had 2 people ask me today that asked for the dates for M-Wave. If you could share those. I had 2 people message me, and I told them to look them up on.
Nobody replied that they've been on the high roller, so they must not. I guess nobody in here has.
Yeah, here you go.
Smart people.
So June 21st through 23rd. I believe I already booked our hotel rooms for that, which we got Matt Rife coming up, but I believe that's in May. That's not in June. So yeah, we bought tickets for a comedy show that's happening like in a year. So, but I surprised you with that, and you were happy, and I didn't even know who the hell the guy was. So
I found that out again from Facebook post.
Taylor, who said I love you first?
Probably, definitely you.
It probably was me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Kat, talk about interior decorating.
What do you want to know?
Kat loves to interior decorate. She actually did a small thing in college for interior decorating. That's why our house looks so beautiful. It's funny because a lot of people that come over to the house and are like, "Oh my God, your house looks so nice." And I mean, we do a lot of the work ourselves. And then
see, that's why I tend to be.
You're pixelated.
Oh.
I don't know why. There you go.
So when he's always like, "I want to buy something else for the theater," don't think that there's never any pushback, because there absolutely has been, correct? But
I got 2 rooms full of electronics, so a lot of pushback.
But you know, we each have our own thing. So then we kind of like, you know, when I'm like, "Oh, there's a new project I want to do around the house," you're like, "Oh, I don't want to do that," you know. But it's like give and take. So like he always ends up winning his stuff, and then when I want to do a project, he'll like do the cuts if need be and all that stuff. So.
Well, I'm laughing at Taylor mush face. Yeah, you know, I used to drink a lot, Taylor. So youth man, this is a question for Kat, a deep soul searching kind of question. So Michael came to stay.
I told you not to tell anybody.
So Michael came to stay at our house. Part of his channel is AV reviews, home theater tours, just anything around the home theater realm. And he's actually traveled all across the world now doing it. So if you haven't checked out his channel, it's
yeah, amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing where you think, well, first of all, in this hobby, when I first met Kat, she's like, "This stuff costs how much money? And you guys sit around and play radios with each other? Like, what the heck is going on here?"
Doesn't make, you know.
And then as she got to meet some of the guys and gone to a lot of events and stuff with me, she's like, "Wow, I had no idea. Like, this is what's going on." So when I did my last big event, Base Brings Us Together, Youthman came out to not only hang out with everybody, but he did some filming in that. And he stayed with us for a couple of days. He comes into the house to Kat pretty much on her hands and knees,
trimming on the couch,
trimming.
I was shaving the couch.
She was shaving
it
because we bought this piece of shit.
It's not a piece of shit. It's actually a very nice couch, but the fabric, we picked the wrong fabric, so it pills up a lot. So when Michael came, I was shaving the couch. Not anybody else I know shaves their couch but me.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's cool. Cool story, brah.
Yeah. So that's what we do for fun around here. You both are great hosts. Thank you again. Hey man, anytime. Every year, man, you're part of it now. I need to hopefully Jeff Permanian and Mark Seaton and you are, we're all do this together. It's nice having those guys here. And what's good about having Jeff and Mark here is these guys ain't here pushing their products. Is they're just extreme enthusiasts that happen to go all the way and build successful speaker building companies. As these guys are sitting here talking the hobby with everybody, they're not sitting here trying to push their products on everybody.
Michael, if Jessica ever kicks you out, you're more than welcome to come back and stay. I'll even shave the couch for you to stay on. Well, I can't promise you the princess suite with the street view again, but the couch is yours.
I don't think Michael's ever going to get kicked out because I heard a rumor that he's getting Jessica a brand new in-ground swimming pool.
In like what, 10 years? Yeah. She's got to wait for at least that.
So that's awesome. Yeah. Mikey himself, we had that problem with the tweed couch. It had to be shaved. Dude.
I'm not the only one.
Dude, I told Kat, I said, let's just throw the couch away, dude. I'll go buy a new couch tomorrow.
We didn't even have it that long.
She goes, dude, we just bought that couch. We're not throwing it away.
And it's hard to find a blue couch.
Yeah, and she wanted a blue couch to match the RTJ speakers that are black.
When you say may not be able to make.
May not be able to make it biannually, but definitely would like to attend annually.
Are we doing it twice a year now?
No. We're only doing it once a year. Michael, don't be starting that now. No, we are doing that once a year.
Well, we did it twice this year. Yeah. Just because of the timing or something.
We did it twice this year for other reasons. But no, that's usually just a yearly event. The event that I throw, I think that's our 4th big event, but our 3rd year of doing it. And no, just dude, once a year we're gonna get everybody together and do it all day. Well, even when we did it, it was Friday night. We had people. We went out for dinner in a different. We went up to Lou Malnati's. We stopped by Mark's house, and we had the DJ for the Chicago Bulls, and that he came by late that night. We hung out with him till like
You guys had a
12.
lot of late
One-
night activities.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing is when we have these big events and when we do M-Wave and that, dude, there is no sleeping going on. There's no sleep. It's all team, no sleep. It's we all go. It's not relaxing, but it is a lot of fun. So
Scott, you need to
approve cat by the Couch Shaver 9000.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, if that exists, I need it. Although it takes me like 3 days to shave the couch.
Can you shave your Amazon affiliate link, Michael, so you get your 13 cents?
Sue says we need a dog.
No, dude.
We got kids. We
If
got
I-
a cat.
If I want a dog, I'll come over to your house and get threatened with my life when I'm trying to pick something up from your guys' house. But no, I see Chris and Sue's dogs often, and those guys are fucking nuts. So no, dude, I don't need no dogs at our house. We had a little dachshund, and he was scared. We rescued him, and he was scared to death of men. And every time I came home from work, he'd flip over and pee all over himself, and that lasted for a while. And then we gave him to a family member to where he lives a different life, peeing on himself in different locations, I suppose. I thought you said once in January, February. No, I was saying in January, February, you and myself and Mark and Jeff, we will have a conversation of a date that works for everybody. Because I know that's a busy time of year for you. And I know Mark and Jeff are busy, doing their things. So yeah, we will all definitely chat just so, because I've had a few people ask what I'm doing my next event. So I do entertain outside of that event. We just had people that flew in from India and came by because they wanted to check out the setup. So like on a one-on-one, somebody that just wants to kind of check out, I can make that happen. But for the big event, you want to hang out with everybody. That's once a year. So we're learning, guys. We see a bunch of stuff coming in. But when's your next event, Mark? Like I said, that it'll be.
I heard y'all say monthly.
No.
No.
Well, I
can't shave the couch that often, man. I'd go crazy.
Yeah, she's already crazy.
Yeah, I'm already crazy enough.
So with Imwe being in June, I'm just going out on a limb and thinking July or August. So those guys also have like Audio Vice. They do, they got other events
you always post about it, right? In the
yeah, and I'm in a bunch of groups, and obviously now with the podcast and stuff going on, I'll keep everybody updated. But as soon as I know, everybody also knows, because I know people plan flights to fly in and get hotel rooms and rent cars. But I mean, you're going to get a good 4 to 6 month window, I promise you, ahead of time.
Your youth man is a bit of a pool shark.
Yeah, so that must be where his daughter got it from, because Michael's daughter just won a big pool tournament out in Vegas, and after my big event, it was kind of late, but me and a couple of the guys, and me and Jeff and Mark and Keith and Youth Man, we went up to the local pool hall, and I haven't played pool in a couple of years, and Michael did pretty good. I think he earned his airfare back home, so that was good, because he was going to have to walk. Chris and Sue have a little puppy. Are you scared of puppies? No, those dogs are nuts, especially the brown one that won't stop jumping on me. And what do you mean they have little puppies, dude? I got a call from your mom one night, Taylor, that I had to go to your house and put the refrigerator back together, because the dogs on like a huge $5,000 refrigerator knocked the doors off of it. So yeah, little puppies.
She's saying they're puppies?
Yeah, because she's crazy. She's at home doing a bunch of scratch offs probably. Mike Stevens, Scott, it's hard to find a good woman that will shave the couch. I've looked all my life. You found a gold mine. Hey, man.
Right.
Hey, in all fairness, Mike, I went through enough bad ones to find a good one. So no, I certainly appreciate that.
That I shave the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially to do with my crazy hobby and my last minute, a lot of stuff I do is last minute, last second.
Mm-hmm.
I live my life a lot like that. So, but no, man, no complaints. Like I said in the very beginning, we had a rocky start. I mean, personally, it was a lot of drinking on my part. I couldn't get under control.
You were just a single guy, no kids, I mean, you just worked, and then you played pool every night of the week.
Yeah, I was shooting pool 5 nights a week, and I was living on my own, so I was in the bars.
And I was a single mom, just not doing too much, just
Yeah,
trying to raise some
so-
kids. So he just had to grow up just a tiny little bit more.
Yeah. So in that 12 years, we had like a year break where we both kind of didn't talk to each other, and then we reconnected, and the rest is history. But the last 8 years or so have been good.
Sometimes you just gotta learn them, like straighten up.
Want to understand how Mr. Newbie convinced Cat for those subs. Correction, Cat's RTJs. Wondering if Cat can inspire all the wives out there in the subwoofers.
I'll have them come listen to them. Bring them over. They can listen to them. They're amazing.
Cat has listened to a lot of speakers with me because I go run a lot of audio shops. She's even listened to like the $100,000 Martin Logans because those are on display up at ABT just north of us in Chicago. And
I mean, it's always just been like whatever. Like I just follow you around and listen to them, and it's whatever to me. But for some reason,
and I've had other
really
speakers
like
in this house just for events for people to check them out and that. But we brought those in, and and she got to play with them and listen to all her own music and rock out with them, and yeah.
Okay, it's not going away now.
There you go. Stay right there. Don't move. But yeah, we had a great time with them. She loved them, and she's like, dude, these can stay. So I wasn't even planning on doing anything upstairs. I had my room downstairs, so no, I mean we lucked out. So I bought them for her.
It wasn't even National Vodka Day. What the heck happened?
It is National Vodka Day.
No, it wasn't when I.
Oh yeah. No. Chris, Sue have a little puppy. You are scared of puppies? Yes, I'm scared to death of puppies. I can't wait until next week. What is going on next week, Sue? Oh, for our next podcast. Oh, we got some cool stuff to share next week. So, infomercial says the couch shaver 9,000 will do it in less than 10 minutes. 3 easy payments of $49.99.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Wow. Well, yeah. So if you guys could like and subscribe, watch all the commercials, sign up for Patreon, and send us personal check.
Then I'll never have to shave the couch again.
Oh. Mike Stevens been there too. Oh, probably about the bad women thing. Yeah, dude. Yeah. There's some horror stories in there that maybe I'll have to share one night. Domestication happens to the best of us. It certainly calmed me down. So that's probably.
Yeah. Now the guy's in bed at 7:58 every night. He used to be out all night. Yeah.
Oh.
Remember the days you could like be out all night and then go to work the next day?
Oh, you mean back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth? Yes, I remember that. Mark Johnson, after I saw your rooms, Scott is my spirit animal. Well, I certainly appreciate the kind words, but man, it's just me. She knew what she was getting into because the first time she came to my house, I had speakers stacked floor to ceiling, so it wasn't too much of a surprise to her. But yeah, I used to get into cars and motorcycles and stuff like crazy, and then I've always been in the home theater stuff, and I don't get into the car. I'll get another sports car now when the kids get a little bit older, but no, I'm just kind of going crazy with the home theater stuff right now. So I certainly appreciate that, buddy. I'll be here next week too. I'm excited. Hey, thanks, Taylor Sue. We certainly appreciate the support, and every Wednesday night. We're going to try to do this every Wednesday night around the same time. And
sometimes life though, but we're going to do it.
Yeah, sometimes we got crazy stuff going on life and my work. Sometimes I get called out crazy hours. I hope you can join us next Wednesday night. We would certainly appreciate it. We had a blast with you guys tonight. We're going to talk next week about Miami, about Universal Studios, about Orlando, our last family trip that we took. And we'll get into
Patreon link. We'll get that set up just for you. No.
Yeah. No, we'll all that'll come in time too, Mark. We're just on here having a good time. You can't do any of that kind of stuff until you get a certain number of subscribers in that. Smash the like button, subscribe, and we're just here to have a good time, brother. And then if you're here for the audio and video stuff, stick around for Friday nights. If you're here for interior decorating stuff, nails stuff,
girly stuff.
Yeah, girly stuff. Kat is going to do, it won't be as often as my home theater stuff, but maybe once a month, Kat's going to get on here, for an hour or two. And hey, Taylor, well, we didn't go to Disney. We went to Universal Studios, which, just so you know, sucks for somebody that can't go on any rides because they had neck surgery. I'll never be able to go on that stuff again. But Kelly went on all the little teacups and snowflakes and stuff that she could. But we will have Callie on here. She wants to come on for a couple minutes, maybe in a week or two, and then we're gonna get Michael on here, and we're gonna do some fun stuff. So we do. We'd like. Oh, I would like to thank. I obviously Able Sewer Company. I'm not going to say that they're a sponsor of this podcast, but they're certainly a sponsor of my life.
Of our life, yes.
Yeah. So appreciate everything that those guys do for us. Wouldn't be able to do anything without them. Put a lot of years in there, and it's certainly everything goes good with them. Actually, and then the guys over at South Shore Plumbing, which is our supply house that I've been friends with ever since I started with Able, the owner there, he actually donated the money for the microphone that you are listening to us speak on. So Lance, appreciate that. If you're in the Chicagoland area and you need plumbing or heating stuff, man, hit up South Shore Plumbing and South Exchange, 7256 South Exchange. Ask for Lance or John. Those two guys run that place. They're awesome to deal with. And then, of course, you wouldn't be able to see us without Youthman.
Yes.
He sent us the camera. He helped me navigate around StreamYard and around YouTube. I'm technical when it comes to the home theater stuff, man. I can calibrate and set and spend hours with microphones and room correction software, but then doing stuff like this, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
so
no, me neither.
He's definitely walked us through a lot of that. Awesome, man. Appreciate all the love and support. People chiming in.
And it'll get better. It'll just keep getting better. We're working on it. This is all brand new to us. So hang around, stick around and hang out with us.
Yeah. So hit your notifications for the next video, and we are excited to chat with you guys next Wednesday. So good night, everybody.
Oh, we did it.
Yay.
Bye.